Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be something interesting. I have made my own large format 4x5 side projector. So the story is that I've been shooting 4x5 side film for quite a number of years. So usually the best that I could view them was to put them on a light box, and since they are 4x5 I can view them, and if I need to have a closer look I will view them through a loupe. I always wanted to project them bigger like my 35mm and my 120 slide film. I have access to 35mm and 120 medium format side projector, but I have never seen a 4x5 side projector before. Right, so I do know that 4x5 side projector are produced commercially. I'm not so sure they are still being produced this day, but on eBay, on the used market, I've never seen one listed before. But my guess is that even if it's listed, it's going to be big and expensive and will cost even more to ship them over to Singapore. I always wanted to build my 4x5 side projector, but I don't really know how to go around doing it, so that idea was always in the back of my head. Recently, I came across this video by Mr. Matthew Pertz of DIY Pertz YouTube channel. In it, he taught us how to build a true 4K LCD projector. This video has a lot of good information. I would suggest that you take a look. I will put the link in the description below. In this video, he showed how he used two Fresnel lenses to make the side projector, and that was an excellent idea. In the past, we need to make use of thick, heavy condenser lens, and those are not easy to find to make our side projector. But Fresnel lenses these days are often sold as magnifying sheets. That means they are used to put in front of a newspaper or book where they will magnify the text. So that gave me a good idea on how I can convert one of my Afghan Box camera into a 4x5 large format slide projector. So to come along with me as I go through a process of doing the conversion of the box camera into a slide projector. Let's go!
So what we have here is a bulb socket and a piece of 3-wire cable. So what we need to do is to connect the 3 cable to the underside of the bulb socket. We have the live, neutral and earth. So if you're not so sure how to do this, please get somebody to help you, because we are now dealing with a live cable. You don't want to get a shock by doing this wrongly.
So after some wiring, the socket and the plug is all wired up, so we can put in the light bulb now. So this is a E27 socket, so I got a E27 bulb, and this one is the highest wattage that I can find. I would prefer something even brighter, but since that for this size, this is the highest watt they have. This is 12 watt LED. The equivalent of tungsten light will be 98 watts, and this is also warm white. That means it's more of the orange color, right? And this cost me 890 Singapore dollars, and it's supposed to give out a light brightness of 1360 lumens. So let's plug it in and see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to plug it into the plug. So what I will do now is to mount this socket to the back door of the Afghan Box camera. So I use that. Okay, so the bulb socket is screwed into the back door of the box camera, and from there we can close the door and we can screw in the light bulb either from the top, and the power cable will come out from the sleeve hole. So the sleeve hole will also allow some ventilation for the hot air to come out and such, but the LED light bulb is not very hot, so that's still okay. Okay, so this is the Fresnel lens. If you look at it, there will be one smooth side and the other side will be rough, because there will be a series of concentric circles, and that's why you can feel the ribs of the concentric circles. Okay, let me try to drill some holes in all the corners and glue them with just a bamboo stick. So the corners are really stick onto the board, so this is how the Fresnel lens is fitted on. Okay, so this is how the two Fresnel lens should be arranged. The smooth side should be facing outside. So the smooth side is here, and on the other side, where the other lens is, the smooth side is also facing outside. Alright, so what happened here is that for this side, it will face the light bulb, and the light bulb light will pass through it and will be collimated. That means it will turn into straight light rays. And as it passes through the second lens, it will be converged, right? For projection through the lens. So this is how we would arrange the two lenses. Here you can see that my two Fresnel lens has already been mounted inside the box. I didn't really mount it because it's still movable. What I did was that I have these two strips of plywood. So these two strips are a few cm wide, and then I have a big rubber bands around the two Fresnel lens board. And what I did was that I will use this to space out the two board in this manner. Just twist and tension it between the two big rubber band. Here you can see one, right, and at the bottom there's one, and this should sit nicely without big movement. I think it will sit quite nicely. We just need to make sure that it's sitting square inside the box, right? So and this is about the distance. Yeah, the focal length of the Fresnel lens is about 9 cm, 90 mm. So this is about the distance. Again, I designed it with the thought that I should be able to convert this back into a box camera for shooting, a slide projector. That's why I'm not mounting these two boards permanently inside the box camera. Just let it stand by itself, and if I need to, I can remove these two boards from the camera quite easily. So what I've done here is that I've 3D printed a slide mount. Basically, it's just two pieces of plastic with the center cut out that fit the 4.5. This is printed in red because this is the only color filament that I have left. Right? But anyway, I've taped up from at the back with some black masking tape, right? And on the front it look like that. So what we need to do is just to put the slide into the focusing board on the box camera, right? And then lock it with the locking lever. Right? So this is how it look like. Okay. And when we on it, we just need to slide the focusing rod and focus the image. Hi guys, thank you for watching to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy the build. Well, I guess this slide projector is not for everyone, but it's good for me for a few reasons. One of them, I could make use of my Afghan Box camera. I don't really need to build it from scratch. Number two is sufficient for my personal use. The LED light bulb that I use is not very bright when used as a slide projector light source, but it's good enough for me to view at home. My slide projector was like 3 meters away from the screen, and when I dim all the lights in the house, I was able to view my slides, and it was something that I always want to do, to view out my 4x5 slides big, right? So I think that fulfilled one of my wish, and there are a few improvements that I could make to it. One of it is of course to find a better light source. I kind of leaning towards the LED light bulb, hopefully a higher wattage. The light bulb doesn't really generate a lot of heat, so I don't need to have a fan or big heat sink to use the LED light source. The second improvement I can think of is on a better way to change the slide mount, so that we don't need to open up the top cover of the box camera when I need to change the slide. Right? And lastly I can think of course, is lens with a bigger aperture. My Fujifilm lens is at f5.6 at its biggest aperture, and I hope that with a bigger aperture lens I will be able to project it brighter, coupled with a stronger LED light bulb. Right, so those are the few ideas I have in mind. I may work on them. If I do, I'll make a new video. Okay, so that's all for this video. Do take care, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye! Hi guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please like it, share it, and finally do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at my next video. Take care. Bye!